And we've had this brother on here in the past, and it's been a while since we last had this dude on here. But he's got a new song called "Miss Me," and here to talk about it and more music he has in store. I'm joined with my friend Chazzy. What's good, man?
Yo, Kenny, what's
Yeah,
going on, man?
good. Long time no talk, apparently.
Yeah, it's been a while, man. We chat here and there on social media, but it's been quite a while since I've been on the show, man.
Yeah, so I had to look it up to see the last time I was on the show, and it was around 2012, 2013. Um,
Yeah, man. Damn, like 5 years.
so
Quite a while, man.
yeah, so this interview is courtesy of what I like to call Chillin Blast from the Past. You see,
Nice.
2017 marks 10 years of the show's existence. So every
Mhm.
last Saturday of the month, I bring back a guest that hasn't been on for a while, just to get caught up with them, see what they've been up to, things like that. And I'm glad to have you on, keeping
Yeah, man.
this series going. So let's talk about this song, "Miss Me." Um,
Yeah, yeah.
you this I played it.
I heard
Um,
that. I heard that. I listened in.
yeah. So I
Thank you, man. I appreciate
appreciate. I love the track, man. Like
Thank
this
you.
this
Thank
is
you, man.
this is some vintage jazzy that I just heard, and
Thank you, man.
this I'm telling you, like I'm a hip hop fan, okay, and I listen to a variety of hip hop music. That's
Right,
mainstream
right.
and independent and local. Like I go heavy for the locals, but
Yeah, same.
I can't forget about the independent artists like you guys because I was interviewing y'all before I started interviewing the locals, and you
Yeah,
was one
yeah,
of the
definitely.
the independent artists that I've really became a fan of. Literally just like I dig this dude, Chad, man.
I should.
He's
Thank you, man.
so let's talk about the song "Miss Me." What was it like recording it, and how you feeling about it, and the buzz that it's been getting.
Oh yeah, man. I recorded that song. I'm working on a project right now. Actually, I'm working on two, to be honest. I took, just cover it all a little bit here. I took a good 2 year hiatus off to really work on myself, to reinvent things. I had the pleasure of working with Don from Strong Arm Steady fame, Will Real. I had the opportunity to work with Lynch Mob's Melee, Ice Cube's record label, more West Coast legends. Um, I had the opportunity to do some shows, opening up for Dr. Dre's artist, John Connor, doing stuff with Pharoah Monch, Ninth Wonder. I mean, I got the opportunity to see things from a different perspective, being independent, seeing how more so, people up there get things done. I was in the studio with a couple people doing different things, and I really just took the time off to read, not not putting any videos out. I mean, nothing at all. Just in the studio doing my own thing, recording it. In the time span of that, I actually put together two full albums, and I'm in the final stages of that. I'm wrapping it all up, and the first one is going to be "Miss Me." That's going to be the title of the album as well as the single that's out right now. And funny thing is though, that was the last one of the last records I recorded, and I just felt like it fit so perfect as what's going to be the opening record for the album, and for to release it. Been gone so long, it's kind of missed me. It's a little bit of a play on words because the song's not necessarily about me being gone or anything like that. And hey, I'm back. Did you miss me? But as the song says, miss me with that bullshit, which I think is something everybody kind of feels. Nobody wants any drama. Nobody wants any BS. You could miss me with all that. And then, like I said, a little play on words, miss me because I've been gone for a long time. But um, I really like the song. Of course, as an artist, you got to like what you're doing, right? But but I really dig it. I feel like it's got a good vibe. I feel like it's doing pretty good. A lot of blogs are loving it right now. They're writing articles about it. A lot of retweets. I'm humbled to be here talking to you about it right now as well.
So Miss Me, you can hear it in its entirety on the SoundCloud page. It's on Spotify. I think it's also on iTunes as
Yeah, it's
well.
on iTunes, it's on Apple Music, Spotify, all the retailers. It's out there right now. It's wherever you want it, you got it. It's at your fingertips.
So you mentioned that this Miss Me was one of the last songs that you've worked on, and
Yeah,
it feels like at times that's, I guess, when you start working on a project or album, mixtape, whatever the case may be, it
yeah.
seems like a lot of artists, regardless of the they are, for some reason, that a song like Miss Me tends to be one of the last songs that an artist put out, and then all of a sudden, this is a single, right here, right here.
Yeah, yeah, that happens a
So,
lot.
like, as an artist, how do you how do you get the feel that you how did you know you think, okay, this is gonna be the first, listen to it time and time again? Like, do you listen to different songs back to back to back? Like, what's the process like determining what a single is gonna be for a project like you working on?
Well, with me, man, I listen to my music day in and day out, and not for any cocky reasons or anything like that, but more so of what can I do different, what can I fix, does this need anything else? So I'm constantly listening to everything I've done over and over and over again, and I guess the way it went with Miss Me was I was doing just that. I just kept listening to what I've got, for the album and going, what would be a good, in a sense, comeback song for people that do listen to me, people that are, watching the moves I'm making and expecting more or wanting more. So I took that into consideration, and I took into consideration, same time I've been gone for 2 years, haven't released anything, so put a dud in a lot of what I was doing at the time. So in a sense, what's a good song just to put out, just to say, hey, look, I'm here. And it was between three songs. Album for me. There's a harder song on there. It's a little more rough and heavy spitting and talking about today's world and where things are at and politics and stuff like that. And I thought, nah, I don't want to go with that right off the bat. Then there's more of a sing-songy record on the track on the record, which if people know, I sing as well. And I thought, no, I don't want to go with it. Maybe that's a good second. That's a good follow-up. And it just stuck out. Miss Me just stuck out with the beautiful piano and just the way the hook was right in. There's no time getting to the point, what the song's going to kind of be about. And I just thought one of the things that really drew me to it, and my engineer who works very, very closely with me, shout out to Taco, he might be listening right now, he said the same thing. Miss me with it, unquote. Right there. That's catchy. That's a hashtag. That's something that everybody kind of feels. And so I guess after listening over and over and talking with him, it just seemed like, hey, you know what? This one just works. Something about it just works. That out.
Oh yeah, you got to put the hashtag in there.
Yeah.
A lot has changed in this
Yes, it has.
world since the last interview. It's like social media, especially, people are very heavy with the hashtag, and
Oh, yeah.
I'm not necessarily the most savvy person as it pertains to hashtag unless I got a purpose behind it. But I guess, yeah, social media has changed. Twitter is more
Hmm.
popular than ever before. I mean, you
Yeah, hell
have,
yeah.
and there's more options to hear music, like Spotify,
Oh, yeah,
Apple
everything's
Music.
at your fingertips.
Yeah,
Everything is right where you need it, right on your phone, right on your tablet. I mean, even some would even go as far to say you don't even necessarily need a computer these days. The average person's got one right in their hand, their
yeah,
phone.
yeah. For the apps and everything, the smartphones, and
Yeah,
as an
everything's
artist,
right there.
yeah, everything is right there. I mean, how do you feel about the changes of as an artist? Like, there's more options to get your music out than ever before. You think it's a good thing? You think maybe there could be more, or you think it's just fine the way it is?
Well, here's what I think. good thing in a sense. I think it has its pros and its cons, and it's amazing. I guess you could say some people coming up in the time where they were doing music where there wasn't all the internet would tell you that it's easier in a sense to get your music out, but at the same time, it's still so hard because, okay, it's easy. You know, do whatever you got to do, record your song, all that, get that out of the way. Then you could put it up. You know, you can put it up for free, Cloud, Audio Mac. There's tons of opportunities to put it up for free. Then, you know, if you go the other route where you don't want to make it into more of a career, make money off of it, you got Spotify. Artists can do that as well. You can do all of those things right there at your fingertips. Is very easy. But at the same time, because of these options and opportunities, the market is flooded with artists of all. Everyone's trying to make it. Everyone's trying to get their 15 minutes of fame and more. Everyone's in the spotlight, you know, per se. So it's a wonderful thing, but a different, because there's so many people in the world today is so fast. It's at the snap of a finger on to the next thing. So it's kind of difficult for certain artists to get their moment. Even a 3-minute song, a 4-minute song, people's minds work so fast. Every 30 seconds, every minute, they're on to the next thing, and the market's so flooded with it. So it has its pros and it has its cons.
Yeah, not only that, but I guess it depends who the artists are and do they take it seriously.
Yeah, exactly.
Sometimes
you got to believe in yourself for
yeah,
others to believe in you as well. You got to show that. You got to show that confidence and that that courage to keep it going as well, no matter what happens, whether people pay attention or whether they don't.
For more info on Chazzy, you can check him out at allchazzy.com. That's ALLCHAZZY. All the social media feeds is on there. And in case you missed the song "Miss Me," which I played almost a half an hour ago, you can hear Cloud, and it's all over the websites he's already mentioned. And be on the lookout for the next project, which is called "Miss Me." First
Yes,
new
sir.
record,
Yes, sir.
and he's got a project after that on the way as well. So
Yes, I do.
it's West Coast rappers. I see y'all doing y'all thing. Y'all need to put my homie Chazzy in that conversation, cause dude's going in.
Thank you, man. I'm humbled.
Yeah. And so go check out Miss Me for sure. Chatting with you, great getting caught up with you. Thank you for being on the show. Thank you for the support, and thanks for the retweet on my award that I just won. I appreciate that too.
Yes, sir. I was actually
Yeah.
going to say that in my send off, man. I saw that. That's awesome. There's a reason for that. So, thank you for having me. You know, thank you for your support as well. Thank you for helping push the single and everything else I got going on. You know, if you ever need anything from me, you know, I'm right here for you, man.
Appreciate it, man. You have a good night. Have a great weekend.
You too, man. Appreciate it.